morning, my friends. It is a little windy today, so I apologize ahead of time if you're having trouble hearing, but I'm going to try to speak very loudly. Today is Easter. A lot of sacred observances going on right now. I don't think it's an accident that this virus is coming into our world during this time where the solstice is moving from darkness into light, and Passover is moving out of bondage into freedom, and Easter is resurrection, transformation. And so we're here to do a little transformation on an inner level, which I think everything that we experience inside in what we think is created in the world. So I just want food for thought. That notice what you're thinking and what you're feeling, and remember that everything has energy. So the opportunity in having this yoga practice is not just to have it during this half hour, whatever time we have together, but to bring it forward into your lives, especially right now, so that you are more conscious with your breath and more conscious with what you're feeling and more conscious as you walk into the world. So that being said, I just want to remind you that I appreciate any donations that you might want to give. I'm using it toward this tripod, and in the future I'll be using it toward a phone that can do longer videos. So working my way toward that. It's Beth Goldstein, Beth-Goldstein-16 at Venmo, Beth Goldstein at earthlink.net at PayPal, and I appreciate your donations. But either way, enjoy this experience, and let's get started. We're going to start seated. So because this is Easter, even though you might not be watching it on Easter, I've decided to do what I call a 5-breath practice. So each posture that we engage in this morning will be for 5 long, deep breaths. So it's not yin, we're not staying there for 5 minutes, but it'll feel like that if you've never done that before. All right, can you all see me and hear me? All right, I've got a couple people here. So let's start with that breath. 5 breaths. Long breaths in and out. So maybe you can hear the wind, maybe you can hear the ocean. Maybe you can hear the birds. And maybe you can feel the sun and the earth beneath you. And allow those elements of nature to support you fully, reminding you to breathe, reminding you to let go, reminding you that you're safe and protected and supported by the earth. And I hope you are, and that you feel that way. So we're going to bring your arms out nice and wide, and reach up and look up, and then push the air down and round. So you're bringing your tailbone up, down, and then lifting your tailbone up. So if you're doing a little cat-cow here. And then lift. Everything for 5 today. I don't know, that might be 4. And then one more time, as you come down, we're going to do a little twist. Take your left hand onto your right knee. And then lean over, bending your left elbow and looking up. Remember, 5 breaths. So see if you can get your arm over by your head, by your chin. Good, take another breath. And then come up. And before we go to the other side, you're going to hold both knees with your arms crossed. If you need to, you can pull your knees up a little bit. And exhale, bring your chin down, elongate your arms. And inhale, bend your elbows, bring your chin up. Just keep that going. Pull your shoulders apart, exhale. Bend your elbows, chin up, inhale. Just a little wake up call here. Birds are having a lot to say today. I don't know, that was around 5 breaths. Stay forward. Keep your right hand on your thigh just next to your knee and come over for 5 breaths. So you're looking up at the sky or the ceiling, your arms over by your ear, and you're going to bend that bottom elbow and twist a little bit. One more breath. Good. Come all the way down. And then reach up and drop forward for 5. Getting that hip, bend your elbows, forearms down, head forward, and just hold it for 5. If you want to, you can stay forward or go side to side during your 5 breaths. You decide. Waking up your hips. I think it's one more breath. Come back to forward, take another breath if you're not there already. Slowly lift yourself up. Move the sand away. Bring your feet in front of you. And just rock side to side. The sun is right in my face, so I can't see any of you, but you can see me. Working on those 5 breaths. I think there's one more. It's going to be around 5 breaths. All right, so the other leg in front, into your, whatever that is, and reach up, lift up, do a little back bend. Wide open your fingertips, bring your heart up, and then drop forward. So take 5 breaths forward, or you can rock side to side. Those birds are breathing. Maybe they're speaking for us in some other language. And then forward, let everything go. And one more. And slowly up. Okay, we're going to come onto all 4s. Sorry. All right, watch all 4s. And just do a little circle here. One way and then the other. And we're going to do your cat-cow today on your forearms. So clasp your hands together, get your elbows underneath your shoulders, and hit 5 cat-cows on your forearms. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Right into plank. Every 5 breaths on your forearms. Make sure your elbows are under your shoulders. So you have a choice, 2 choices here. Remember a plank. If that doesn't work for you, just please. 3 more. wide as the mat. Tighten up your butt muscles. Take 5 more breaths. If it starts to get hard, just bend your knees and put them on the ground. 3 more. One more. Then drop your head, move your feet so that you're in dolphin with your head down. And while you're in dolphin, you can swing your dolphin by bending one knee and then the other. Getting those hips. Straighten your legs. And then just your right knee and turn your right toes inward for 4 breaths. Straighten your right, turn your left toes inward, bend that left knee, 5 breaths. One more. Bring your feet back into plank. Look at your thumbs. Take 5 more breaths. If you can, if not, get on your knees. Push your shoulders together. Tighten up your quads. Tighten up your butt. 5 muscles. One more breath. All the way down. Oh, that was fun, wasn't it? All right. One hand on top. That was for you, Kim. Turn your feet onto your one hand on top of the other. Bend your knees, widen your feet as wide as the mat, and just rock side to side. Nice. We're gonna grab the tops of your feet, so we're going into bow. And if that's hard for you today, just do one foot and then the other. You can do one and then the other. And then lift up your heart, push your shoulders together, and then if you're able to, lift up your thighs off the ground. So you can do one and then the other. Hard up. Lift those thighs off the ground if you can. One more breath. All right, come all the way down. Nice job. And then push yourself into a child's pose. You know how many breaths to do. So we just did a back bend. We're going to move the back into the other direction. Dropping down. Letting go. Touch that tailbone. And while you're here, move both hands over to your right, and you can take your left hand right on top of your right hand, or just near it, and pull that left hip back. So you're getting your shoulder. Bring that palm, lift that left palm up. So you really feel the stretch in your shoulder, pulling your hips back. One more. Left forearm down, right reaches right on top of your left or nearby, and pull that right hip back. One more. Right, back to center. Come onto your hands and knees. Middle finger faces forward, hands underneath your shoulders. Do a nice circle with that lower back, one way and then the other. Bring your fingertips forward with your palms lifted, and just drop your head down and pull your hips back, your shoulders back. Lift your elbows up. Feel that stretch, your whole spine stretching. Good. Alright, you're back onto all fours and lift into your downward dog first of the day. So I'm having a little trouble with my left Achilles, so if you see my foot up, it's because I can't keep it down, so just do what I say, not what I do. You're in your downward dog for 5 breaths. Push your shoulder blades together, soften your heart. Wide open fingertips, the middle finger faces forward. We're just doing it stationary to start. And then the hip opener. So ground your right foot. Now only do this if you can. Ground your right and lift your leg. So you're in a 3-legged dog. Yes, you know how many breaths we're doing that. And then turn that hip up toward the sky and bend your knee. Only if you can. One more breath. And then straighten that leg, drop it down, hold for a breath. And then lift your right. Three-legged dog. Next exhale, turn that knee up and then push your shoulders together. Keep your your arms straight. The only arms you have. One more breath. And all the way down. And bend your knees, push your hips back and look at your thumbs. See if you can widen out your knees and look at your thumbs. 3 more breaths. One more breath. Come all the way down. Onto all fours. And do 5 cat cows. Breathe in and out. Feel your spine creating space between each vertebra. Rock one shoulder and then the other, waking them up. You're going to bring your, hope you can see me. Yeah. So, right foot's coming forward and left knee's back. Hands are on either side of that foot. So make sure your hands are on either side of your foot and you're up on your fingertips. And that left knee's back as far as you can get it. So you get a nice stretch in the opener. And your hip flexor. So inhale forward, exhale straight. Inhale forward. You know how many times we're doing this. And you can keep your toes up or heels down or not. Maybe try to them out. Notice where you're trying to stretch when you do this. Now the next time you stay up, keep your legs straight, pull your hips back. You can ground your hands or holding this stretch for 5 breaths. If your toes lift up, great. If not, put it down, see what feels better for you. And one more breath. Alright, come back to forward. And take your left hand right on the next, right on. Right? Take your left hand right next to your right foot. And if you have a book, my book's somewhere. Where's that dictionary? So, if not, if you have a book or a block, then use that. Or if you are on the sand, you can make a little pile of sand. But you want to take your left hand right next to your right foot and your right hand on your sacrum as you look over your shoulder. So that's option 1. Option 2 is lift up your knee, and we're taking 4 more breaths. One more. Drop that knee down and switch so your right hand's on the inside of your foot. So you're touching the foot with your hand. Take your left hand onto your sacrum. This time you're going to push your shoulder right on the inside of your thigh. And option 2 here is 4 more breaths. take your left hand down and then take your right hand or your forearm and just push that thigh away so you look over your right shoulder. So you're getting your hip flexor. If you want to add to this, you can lift that knee off the floor. It's a little harder. 2 more breaths. One more. Keep that leg over to the side. Come onto your forearms, and if you have a blocker or book, you need to use that. Do that. But if you can come onto your forearms, do that. Clasp your hands together, straight. And option 2 here is lift your thumbs. One more breath. Nice, all the way down with that knee. Straighten out your arms. Oh. Move that foot back to center. Lift up into a high lunge. And then we're going to switch. Bring your right foot back and your left foot forward. Right, so now you're in a high lunge on the other side. And drop that knee down. Make sure your hands are on either side of that foot. And we're going to do 5 breaths here. Breathe in, heart forward. Low lunge. Get that right knee back as far as you can get it. Exhale, straighten. Forehead towards your knee. Inhale, forward. Heart up. Up on your fingertips. Exhale, straighten maybe your toes down. 3 more times. Breathe in, heart forward. Breathe out, exhale. One more time. Inhale. And you know what's next? We're going to lift those toes up. Bend your elbows, forehead towards your knee, and take 4 more breaths. The further your hips back and the higher your toes are, the deeper the stretch in your hamstring. One more. And come forward. So, we'll start this way just because then you can see me. You're going to take your left hand right next to your foot, your right hand on your sacrum, and look over your right shoulder. Alright, so you're right on the inside of your foot. On the inside of your foot. Your hand is on the inside of your foot. In. Got a few people here, okay? This is option 1, and option 2 is lift. 3 more breaths. Beautiful, knee down. It's not there already. Switch hands. You want to make sure that right knee is really far back. Take your right hand on the inside of your foot on the block. Left hand on your sacrum. Left shoulder. Both hands on the inside of your foot, and then take that left foot over to the side and drop it so it's on the outside of your foot. Move your right hand to center so it's below your nose, and then take your left hand and push away. And if you want, you can lift and take 3 more breaths. Oh, I think I was just counting. 1 more. Knee down if it's not there already. Both hands on the inside of that foot. Drop onto your forearms, and remember, you can use your book if you need to, or your block. Clasp your hands together. Drop that leg out to the side. Option 1, there. Option 2, lift your knee. 4 more. One more. And drop up. Widen the knees, back to child's pose. Oh, making you work for it today. Alright, drop that forehead. Bring your hips back as far as they'll go. Tuck your tailbone, drop your forehead, and let everything go. birds. And slowly up. All right, we're working those hip flexors today, so let's do it in a little different way. We've done this before. So bring your right foot forward, so your calf's parallel, and your left leg so it's touching your thigh, and we're just going to lean back a little bit to get those, continue getting those hip flexors. So here's option one, just push your hands so your fingers are facing your butt and bring your heart up. And option two is to drop onto your forearms, but keep those knees down, right? And option three is come all the way down. You know how many breaths? 3. I know the birds could be distracting, or they could just be part of your experience. Right? One more breath. All right, use your hands to push yourself up. And then you've got two options here. Bring your hands forward so we start to get those hips. And then if you're able to bring that left leg back behind you into pigeon, do that, or just keep it where it is. Either way, we're going to come down on, like, one hand on top of the other and get your forehead down there. And if that doesn't work, you can do one fist. And if that doesn't work, use your block and your book. And then to increase that stretch, move your leg a little to your right. And we're taking 5 breaths here. To deepen the stretch, push your left hip down toward the ground. One more breath. Straighten out your arms. And here's the fun one. Okay, your arms are straight. Bend your back knee. So that's option one. And you're flexing your foot. Okay, that's option one. Option two, move your right hand to center below your nose and then reach behind you. Grab your foot or your ankle. Up on your fingertips. It's option two. And option three is right arm up. So whatever option works for you. 3 more breaths. One more. Oh, one more. I lied. All right, come all the way down. Come into your downward dog. Ooh, you can get that leg out. A little dog walking, then one knee, then the other. Feeling those hips. And then both knees come back to all fours, and we'll switch sides. So you're going to bring your left forward and right to the side, and start moving back. So keep those knees down as you come back. If you come all the way into your forearms, lift your chin, drop your head. So notice how this side feels compared to the other. Make sure your foot's touching your thigh, touching your thigh. 2 more breaths. Knees are down. Feel those hip flexors. All right, all the way up. Reach for the sky. It's getting cloudy. Do a little back bend. And then bring your hands forward. Stay here. You're going to come down, and this is option one, or bring your leg back behind you into pigeon. And one hand on top of the other, or this on top of the other. And 5 breaths into your pigeon for that left hand. Notice how it starts to soften from the breath. And then so straighten out your arms. Totally in the sand now. Bend that back leg. So keep your foot flex. That is a stretch, right? That could be your stretch. Option 2 is move your left hand so it's under your chin and reach for your foot or your ankle. Come up on your fingertips. And then option 3, left arm up. Either way, 3 more breaths. Oh, 1 more. Nice. Come back to your downward dog. I'll go this way. Oh my goodness, that's the hardest thing I'm going to do all day. Moving this to my downward dog. And hold your dog for 5 breaths. Maybe each breath just keeping a knee bent. So that you continue to get those dips. One more time. Widen your feet as wide as the mat, bend your knees. Look at your thumbs. Do a hard one. 1 more breath and drop all the way down. Back to child's pose. Remember that? For 5. Then work your way up. We're going to roll over onto our backs. Oh. I am a sandy mess. So if you've got sand on you, or if you've got imaginary sand on you, get it off first. Get the ants away from your mat. I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun. And then, maybe that's why they're paying me the big bucks here. All right. So arms at your side. Keep your right knee bent and bring your left knee into your chest. And then lift that leg up to the ceiling, sky, whatever. Inhale. Exhale, come halfway down. Or actually 3/4 of the way down. Cinch your waist, lift your tailbone, and hold the spine. If you want to make this harder, you can raise your right leg. Or whatever, the other one. Yeah, you're right. Keep your tailbone lifted. One more. Good. Both knees in. Do a little circle. One way and then the other. Other side. Drop your left, right, or the opposite, whichever one. Flex your foot. Inhale. Exhale, 3/4 of the way down. Now push your sacrum in, down to the floor, lift your tailbone. That's 5 breaths here, or lift that left leg. Pushing that sacrum in. One more breath. Both legs up to the sky. Grab where you can. And pull those legs towards you. Widen them out a little bit. Push your heels up. 3 more. One more. And bring your feet together. Rock a little side to side. Get one knee down and then the other. And drop your feet as wide as the mat. Bring your arms out to the side, rock side to side, look over your opposite shoulder. down onto your left side and push yourself up into seated. However long it takes you. Ooh. Coming back to your breath. Tuck your chin, arms out. So it is Easter. And for me, I mean, it's not my holiday, right? Or maybe it is. Maybe it's all our holidays in regard that it's about transformation, resurrection. So consider what you'd like to transform and reach for the sky and bring that energy of transformation right between your hands and back to your heart. Oh, so this morning, I've been saying this every morning. I'll remind you again, I listen to inspirational music every morning. I have a 6-hour playlist. Feel free to get on it. It's New Year Inspiration by Beth. And I have 6 hours of inspirational songs. So this morning, I do take this seriously for Easter, for every day really. And if you haven't heard Mike Love's Love Will Find a Way, I would listen to it every day right now. So I'm just going to give you one refrain from that while you stay in your meditation. Because we are the ones who wipe away the poison that's been seeping into the heart, that's been keeping us apart. Wow. Get down to the heart of the matter. All you're going to find out is that all that matters is the heart at the end of the day. Love will find a way. Let love find a way into your hearts and from your hearts. Touching each one touches you. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. My heart to yours. Much love. Subscribe, share. If you'd like to donate, Beth-Goldstein-16 at Venmo. I'm trying to upgrade my phone so that I can do longer videos for you. Love to you all. Love will find a way. Thanks, everybody. Love to you.